Dr. Nannapaneni Manga Devi, during her training at Gandhigram in Madurai, developed a strong urge to do something for the society following Gandhian principles. She trained herself in Montessori system of education and set up Sri Venkateswara Bala Kuteer in Brodipet, the first school of its kind with one girl child. She has been working for the past 50 years for the betterment of women and children through Sri Venkateswara Bala Kuteer and Chetana Charitable Trust. Several institutions flourish under its umbrella, namely Nandana, School for the Underprivileged Rural Children; Ushodaya, a residential English medium school; Sri Venkateswara Bala Kuteer College of Education, School on Wheels; Heal Children's Village, Home for the Homeless Children; Anganwadi Workers Training Center for the Rural Women; Sandhyaraga, Home for Senior Citizens; Srujana, Center for Fine Arts; Krushi, Vocational Training Center for the Youth; Vigyan Bani, Science Park; Raksha, Home for Destitute Women; Jeevana Rekha, Family Counseling Center. Dr. Manga Devi has set up 3 formal schools in Guntur, enrolling around 4,000 children. She has a strong support of her over 6,000 odd alumni who have pledged to support her service activities. Nandana Gramin Pathshala, a Telugu medium rural school, provides free education facilities to child labourers, physically challenged children, children from the orphanage, children of quarry workers, shepherds, labourers and villagers. The Children's Village, set up by Heal of United Kingdom, shelters 200 homeless and orphan children under the supervision and care of foster mothers. Dr. Manga Devi's School on Wheels has helped to bring around 1,200 dropouts of 50 villages into the mainstream. Over the years, 27,436 women have been trained in subjects such as legal literacy, women empowerment, childcare, food and nutrition, health and hygiene, awareness of HIV and women trafficking issues. Dr. Manga Devi recognizes outstanding contribution in children's literature and encourages budding artists by presenting the Dr. Manga Devi Bala Sahitya Puruskaram.
My mind goes back to my childhood. I was fortunate to be born when Mahatma Gandhi's name was ringing all over the world as a leader of oppressed people. I was growing up in the shade of his values and could always feel his influence as a great leader. Destiny seemed to be at work to prepare and equip me for the work that lay ahead. National values, love for the child, and concern for the fellow beings have been vibrant in me from childhood to this day. Whatever I did all these years, I did with focus on the child and woman. When Miss Prabha joined me, my friend, shared my vision, we gave up our government jobs and started Bala Kuteer to provide stress-free and value-based education. When the school was flourishing and expanding with thousands of pupils, my providential meet with Saint Teresa inspired me to plunge into rural service. The desperate conditions prevailing in and around quarries, crushers, impelled me to choose Chodavaram as my destination. The villagers' pathetic struggle for one meal a day and children working in crushers and fields stimulated my plan of action. I decided to provide one after the other. I didn't wait for people to join me or for collecting funds. I started Chetana with Nandana Gramina Pathasala with flexible timings providing children with food, uniforms, and books. Later, a vocational training center was initiated as a complement to Nandana. Today, when I look at all those who grew up at Chetana and settled in various professions, I am filled with inexplicable satisfaction and forget the magnitude of the Herculean task accomplished all these years. Those tribal and disadvantaged section of the population, those children stand before me as engineers, graduates, and postgraduates choosing careers of their choice. Raksha was started as a refuge for desperate women, young widows, and tortured wives engulfed in myriad problems. Every woman that took shelter in Raksha had a heart touching story of her own. Chetana has accepted full responsibility of hundreds of destitute women and trained them to be self-reliant, including their children. More than 27,000 Anganwadi workers trained in our premises are like ambassadors, awakening the spirit of women empowerment in their respective villages. The School on Wheels, started in 2003 with a teacher and learning material, has been successfully transposing hundreds of school dropouts into the mainstream. My present day children and alumni have always been highly supportive, and the values they imbibe in their childhood in Bala Kuteer come back to us as returns for furthering our projects. The Golden Jubilee Pylon is a loving gift presented by an alumnus, and the gift has become all the more precious as it was unveiled by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. My life's journey makes it clear that nothing is impossible if we have the courage to dream and zeal to work. Finances, circumstances, setbacks cannot stop us from marching ahead and attaining our goals. We may not be here forever, but the good work goes on and on, reverberating our vision and ideology. Once again, I express my wholehearted gratitude to Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation for this honor, and it is in fact a recognition to the selfless services of my soulmates and colleagues who have been striving hard hand in hand with me for realizing my vision of Chetana. Thank you.